Here's a step-by-step approach for employees returning to work after a concussion that's focused on gradual reintegration and managing cognitive changes and challenges effectively. The first step is open communication and assessment. This would include meeting with a supervisor in human resources, following healthcare provider guidance as far as what has your doctor recommended you do and don't do, and identify those key job functions that may be impacted and might need modification. Step 2 is planning that phased return to work. Start with reduced hours and then gradually increase your hours. Start with a partial workload and gradually increase your workload. A combination of both of those will allow you to get that cognitive stamina back. Step 3 is adjusting physical and environmental factors. That may include modifying your workspace, work environment, or using cognitive aids like reminder tools, checklists, and things along those lines. It could even be note-taking apps. Step 4 is prioritize cognitive breaks. Schedule short breaks periodically throughout the day to rest your brain. Even if you don't feel like you're overloaded, do it before you feel overloaded. So maybe every 30 to 45 minutes of work, step away for 5 to 10 minutes to give your brain a break. Access quality, quiet spaces where it is really going to be quiet. If you don't have those spaces available to you, try using noise canceling headphones. That can make a big difference as well to avoid that overstimulation. Step 5, simplify and structure tasks. Organize the workload by complexity, beginning with what is most straightforward. And then as your recovery progresses, you can get into those more complex tasks. Break down projects. Divide those large tasks into smaller ones that are manageable steps so that you can avoid feeling overwhelmed. Step 6, communicate progress and adjustments. This would be through regular check-ins between the employer and employee. Often they're called like a one-on-one. If you do them once a month, schedule them once or twice a week, especially in that first return to work phase to really help promote success. Have a feedback loop. Ask for feedback on your productivity and discuss the accommodations that might be adjusted to better support your recovery and also your productivity at work. Step 7 is manage meeting attendance and screen time. That's a really big one. Limiting meeting participation. We're often in a lot of lengthy, high-stress meetings with competing priorities. So really try to limit the amount of meetings that your employee needs to be in while they're doing that gradual phase back to work. Gradually increase their screen time. Start with shorter screen sessions whenever possible and give them the opportunity to take breaks. Step 8 is monitor your health and progress. Self-monitor symptoms. The easiest way to do this is actually to write them down because you might think you can remember them, but that's usually something that we overjudge and think that we can do better than we can. Maintain regular health check-ins. Continue to follow up with your healthcare providers on a regular basis to look at your capabilities and to adjust what accommodations may be needed. And finally, step 9 is evaluate those long-term needs. Often if someone has a concussion, it is going to be recovered within a few months, but that's not always the case. And you can't always judge whether or not someone's going to have a short-term or a long-term effects from their concussion based on the severity of the head injury or what you can see. So evaluate those long-term needs on a regular basis with your doctor and how is this impacting you at work? And really follow their guidance and discuss any long-term adjustments then with your employer to see what might help on an ongoing basis to keep you working and successful. And then reflect on task adjustments. Look at the task adjustments that were made and talk to your manager to see, can they potentially be permanent adjustments if you need them? This gradual approach will really support a smoother transition back to work and enable you to manage your recovery while balancing professional responsibilities effectively.